you're a child, they have an expectation of you going to school. And when you're an adult, they have an expectation of you getting a job and working non-stop, not 24/7, but working 50 hours a week. These burden that you have to face when... So I was just watching this random dude's video, it just somehow popped up on antinatalism, and looks like I'm not the only one feeling that this is a prison planet energy extraction matrix. Did you see my comment there? I said, as we approach the mark, we're going to be working 24/7. Have you noticed? We're going to be working more and more, right? Now, there might be one of those veils that we cross, like the internet. You know, we were crawling, almost half dead, and then the internet came and we could get up and run. You know what I mean? So, and again, that might happen with alien technology, suddenly, right? Because there's a lot of people saying that renewable energy is not going to cut it. Even though I've calculated differently a long time ago, so just from the energy of the sun alone hitting the Earth's surface, there's plenty. But anyway, whatever. Everybody wants to be constrained by a budget and say all this bullshit in their governments and all this, which I think has just been made by lobbyists of the, you know, the oil industry and stuff. But yeah, we might have one of those moments where the AI, you know, like I'm seeing a lot of AI trading, for instance. So it's possible we have one of those steps. It's like a filter. It's like a veil and a filter and then like a step up, you know, a saving step. We might have AI come in and do just stuff for you so that you don't work 24/7, right? Because as we approach the mark of the beast, we're going to be working more and more. Inflation is never going down, right? See what I'm saying? And it's only getting worse. We've got all these like problems in the world that's making it worse and worse. I mean, there's such a long list, you know, just obvious things like soil degradation, war. You know, this is such a big list of, you know, the things that are affecting the quality of nutrition that we end up getting in our body. There's so, like, I was watching a video on Endeavour the other day about tomatoes. $400,000 for the best tomato seeds, and they're still shit because they've grown these tomatoes to be like plastic things on a shelf, so they last longer, but they taste tasteless. That's what the documentary lady was saying. It's like, oh, this is tasteless. I'm like, yep, that's why I don't eat tomatoes, because I can see what's going on with it. I mean, bananas are, and this, it's like almost every fruit is no better. It's happened to all the fruits. They made them all sweet, which took away the nutrition, which are always, you know, the good molecules are not all the sweet things in foods, unless it's from wide spectrum mineral rock dust, or, you know, the plant being in, you know, a really nutritious soil. Then you can get sweetness, but the way we've done it is like enhance the sweet molecules, which is the wrong way to do this. Typical organic portals, that's how they do this shit. The unnatural way. You know, there's so many things affecting the nutrition that we end up getting in our bodies. Anyway, that was that little thing I was just trying to addendum back to what he's talking about. Because he's just talking about, you know, like antinatalism means, you know, stop having babies, stop bringing people into this place because they're going to be suffering. And I mean, even if you don't take this philosophy as like a be-all, end-all philosophy, which it is, you know, by itself, it could end the world. But even if you don't take that view of, yeah, it should just be like that, because then we stop this matrix, you must admit, this time in the world, the current time that we're in, it's probably not a great idea to like have a child, or too many of them, you know. There's so much, you know, I'm living in Australia. Australia is very stable. But when we look around the world, it's like almost all countries are in shambles. all of South American continent, they're fucked. I lived there, remember, for 6 years. I've seen it. They're done over in South America. They're finished. I'll say it again. The Argentinian peso was 3 to 1 US dollar when I got there. By the time I left, it was over 150. 150 Argentine pesos for, 1 US dollar. It's not going backward. It's not going down. Those are the sorts of inflationary numbers that you can't control. And then we see it in Africa, and we see it, we've got stuff happening in Europe. There's defaults happening all over the world. We've got Russia's done. Like, how backward are they going to be now? They don't have any of the world, they're completely sanctioned and all this. It's just like, it makes your life duller. I mean, they're already dull. You know what I mean? That society and how they are. I mean, it's just everywhere in the world. There's all the continents are just, and now we've got America. That's all these problems in America. You've got mass immigration fucking shit up. So I mean, it's spreading. It's the apocalypse, and it's very obvious. So this is not a great time to have kids, obviously, right? I mean, that's why I'm even entertaining this idea, because I do kind of personally hold the idea that of the be-all end-all part of this philosophy, but I definitely don't express it because I don't think anybody can understand it. So that's the only reason I was entertaining this video. But let's see what else he says.
Your living life is just ridiculous.
Yeah, good point.
People just work to live.
Yeah, that's it.
When you're a child, you don't have a
See,
freedom.
like in Australia, it's not like that. Like, for instance, right now, I'm not even working like an official job. I'm working all day. Somehow I'm fucking busy all day, every day. Fending off gang stalking and shit. Doing stuff online. Fucking going to offices. Doing whatever you're doing. Somehow I'm busy. And exercising, right? Just keep maintaining my body. Have to go for a surf every morning. Whether I enjoy it or not. You know what I mean? Just to keep your body fit. So you don't crumble inward into all the demons. Anyway. So, let's keep listening.
Your parents force you in.
Oh, but my point is, around the world, yeah, like I'm currently still getting money because my government is able to do that, right? I'm on the dole now because I'm not working, right? I quit that first job, got fired kind of from the second job because I smoked a joint 10 minutes before finish. Anyway. I didn't even want to work with that guy. It was fucking annoying. It was good money, but it was annoying. It's like always a battle for your soul. You know what I mean? And, I was thinking, maybe I can become my own tradesman or this or that. But there's so many issues. I don't even want to, this is beyond the scope of this video. So I'm just going to continue. My point is that, yeah, I have it good in Australia, but when we look at the world in general, most people are suffering like crazy. Like, have you guys been watching what's going on in the world? Like, not even, imagine being in a war zone. You fucking get some bread and some milk in your day if you're lucky. You know what I mean?
To school because they think it's best for you to get an education.
Yeah, programming their will over yours. That's the family of dark. That's how we know this world is family of dark based.
So that you can support yourself, so that you get an education, and that when you're older, you're able to be smart, and you're able to use your intelligence to get a job.
Yeah, I've got an information technology business degree. But when I go for jobs, they don't want me. And the best that you'll get from is that you're overqualified. That's the best. That's when they're lying. What they're saying is, we need someone dumber than you who will just do everything that we say.
But no one asked to exist.
Yeah, yeah, same. Look, he's saying he didn't
choose
either.
to be born.
Yeah, see? That's how I am. I'm like, I didn't choose to be born. In fact, I have memories, and I'm going to have to write a book about this. I have pre-life memories, and I'm sure about it because one of the main, the last in the chain of those pre-life memories is me going through star streams and suddenly dropping into this body, or into the sperm and into the egg and into the body. I have vision of that and stuff before. So, the memory wipe is a thing. Other people have talked about it too. So I know I'm not the only one. I know there's a wiping process coming in here. And that's on a spiritual level, not a soul level, because reincarnation is when, the soul remembers the past life. That's got nothing to do with the spirit, that's the soul. That's the middle, not the upper. Stop confusing the two. But yeah, like he's saying, like, because you've got this whole new age, like spiritual people, they're like, oh, we chose to come here and raise the consciousness and this and that. But they can't tell me anything about it. Who instituted you? Was it your spirit guides? Was it demons of this matrix somehow got you from outside? Oh, sounds like they pulled you in. That's what I'm saying's happened. This place is like a vortex, which makes exact sense when we talk about it as an energy extraction matrix. And I've talked about it as an eddy. That's what in my opinion, that's what this place is now. It's taken me a while to figure that all out, and because I've meditated and visualized a lot. But yeah, so that fits, right? That we didn't ask to come here. That's why I'm so pissed off all the time. I didn't fucking ask to come here. I don't even want to be here, man. I want to get the fuck out of here. But I have a feeling you can't suicide. I have a feeling if you suicide, something's going to go wrong. That's not the way out. In my opinion, that's the opposite way. I think the way out is to create the light body and go up and out. And if you kill yourself, I think you're going down. That's my current thinking on that. I said different stuff a few years ago. I'll eventually publish all videos that I've made on the channel, even the ones that I've been told to shut up about. Everything's going to be published on this channel one day. Let that be a lesson to every gang stalker listening. Everything you've done to me, anybody listening from the past 10 years, you're all going up at some point.
To be forced into school, to be forced into work, just to support myself.
Yeah, and then that's a great point again. It reiterates what we were talking about already. But the point is, for who? Just to support yourself for who? When you're unwilling, it doesn't sound like he has the will. You see what I'm saying? And what I'm saying is because you're driving the avatar body. That body is the beast's body. Your body, it belongs to the beast. It is part of the hive. So you've got all these people thinking they are their body, yeah? That's the grandeur of the illusion. It sucked everybody in. The fallacious appeal to the mass argument by the beast. Appeal to the mass is, if everybody says so, it must be so, which is incorrect, because it's not necessarily correct. For instance, the example I learned in business school was 50 million Elvis fans can be wrong.
People have to work. Life is work. Everything you do is work.
That's my whole point. Oh, he's about to mention brushing the teeth. That's the example I always use. Crazy.
Your teeth is work.
He just said it. That's crazy. I'm not the only one. That's funny. I don't even know this guy. He just mentioned the brushing of the teeth. Oh, that's epic. Sorry, that's a PJ for me, a personal joke. Because I always use that as an example. Did you want to get up and brush your teeth? Did you want to get up and go to work today? You know what I mean? And you've got OPs. They'll go, yes, I did. I mean, they're the ones we're talking about, as spiritless humans. Nobody who is not a bot wants to do that, right? And I talk about free will as well. Does it sound like this guy's free? Do you think you're free? Go ahead and jump off the Eiffel Tower and tell me how it ends. That's how free you are. It will end, that's the point. If your free will is to not die and hit the ground, well, show me. So nobody's got free will, you're all talking shit. You can't even think properly.
Everything you use your body for is work. Communicating is work. I do brush my teeth, but some people are so lazy they can't brush their...
Yeah, like, he shouldn't have said that second line. But it's not about being lazy. It's about you become so conscious that you realize the cycles and the patterns and you get tired of them. And the bots don't. They seem to revel in it. Anyway,
teeth.
you know, some people might think that I don't brush my teeth or something. Thing is, the reason I keep bringing that up as my example in all my videos to do with free will is because I've got braces and retainers and it's been very annoying to brush my teeth. It's not like I don't want to, you know, maintain them and keep good, you know, in a sense, but it's annoying. That's what we're saying about this. And like people saying, oh yeah, it's to get to a certain invention, right? Which levels things off, right? But then they never mention, yeah, once we get to that, you'll be used for something else. You know what I mean? There'll be another problem created and it's endless.
And their teeth are
And so you're being used, is what I'm saying, right? You're being used as a means.
rots, and their gum rots because they're unable to... They're depressed and they're lazy and they're unable to brush their teeth.
In other words, if you refuse to maintain the beast, maintain this reality, you rot,
They're unable to do big...
right? And what they've done is tie a type of self-preservation to you to make you think you are the body. You know what I mean? So you're always going to end up hitting the base level called desire or lust, right? That's why King Asmodeus is the king of the seven devils.
basic tasks. And so everything is work. Moving your body is work. Talking is work. Everything is work unless you actually enjoy it.
Sounds like he's being drained, doesn't it? Energy extraction matrix. Oh, there's a philosophy that matches.
Well, that's the thing.
Quick question, why is it that all mobile games have super long timers that require you to pay extra to deplete?
I believe that life is suffering. Or that overall there's more suffering than pleasure.
Hear the plane in the background?
But some people, for some reason, actually enjoy life.
Because they're bots and they don't have a higher consciousness to recognize these patterns or care about them even. That's why they don't have empathy. They can't. These are all spiritual facets that we're realizing are not molecular, they're not emotional. They're from the mental spirit light body.
They're really positive people that exist, and they enjoy life. And they're very positive, and
Yeah, ignorance is bliss.
they don't have the mindset that everything is work and everything is torture and suffering. So if you think about